OpenAI has just announced that they are rolling out custom instructions for ChatGPT. Now, this is currently available to ChatGPT Plus subscribers only, and this allows you to set your preferences, and ChatGPT will keep them in mind for all future conversations. And so here is the press release. This is dated July 20th of 2023. That is today when I'm recording. The pertinent information here that I've highlighted is that ChatGPT will consider your custom instructions for every conversation going forward. The model will consider the instructions every time it responds, so you won't have to repeat your preferences or information in every conversation. So it gives some great examples as well, and you may be familiar with this common frustration if you've used ChatGPT, always having to constantly remind it as to what you do for a living or what sort of code you're developing in. So for example, a teacher crafting a lesson plan no longer has to repeat that they're teaching third grade science. Another example is a developer preferring efficient code in a language that's not Python. They can say it once and it's understood. And then finally, perhaps your grocery shopping for a big family becomes easier with the model accounting for 6 servings in the grocery list. You're maybe wondering how to do this. Let's go over into ChatGPT. I'm in my ChatGPT Plus account. I'll show you how to turn this on and get going with those custom instructions. So I'm going to click on my name down here at the bottom left, and this will bring up my settings option. I'll click on settings, and then under beta features, we'll see that we can turn on custom instructions. Once I've turned that on, I can close this out. So once I've dismissed that window, you will find a new pop-up here under your name. When you click on your name in the bottom left, you'll see a link for custom instructions, and it is here that you can set up those custom instructions. And here are some thought starters, such as where are you based or what do you do for work? The use case here would be if you're wanting, for example, restaurant suggestions by way of a ChatGPT plugin, you could reference or give instructions that you live in a certain area. And so I've completed a couple of those thought starters, instructing that I live in the Nashville area, as well as that I'm an online instructor that teaches Salesforce, ChatGPT, and prompt engineering. Here down below, how would you like ChatGPT to respond? I can say whenever I ask for a list of items, I prefer they be presented in a table format. And you can continue on from there. Other thought starters they provide would be how casual or not you would prefer ChatGPT to be, how do you want to be addressed, and more. Once you've set your custom instructions, you can click Save, and this will be enabled for new chats. And you can turn this on and off by going back and revisiting and toggling this back off. But let me go ahead and save this. And now I will go in and prompt and see if those instructions are taken into account. And so I'm asking for a list of topics. These will be the most challenging topics to learn related to prompt engineering in Chat. Let's see if it presents this in a table. And it does. It gives us the topic and a description of each. It's taken that into account. I can also ask it, what do I teach, to see if it pulls that in from the instructions. And so here is a powerful example of how you can train ChatGPT by way of these custom instructions so that you don't have to start afresh every time. And as a reminder, you can always go back in and turn that off by going back into custom instructions from the bottom left, clicking on your name, selecting the pop-up. You can adjust them or turn it off by disabling for new chats and clicking save. And then if I go into a new chat or new context here and ask, what do I teach? It now is saying it doesn't have access to personal information. So a handy feature that you can toggle on and off at will. So enjoy your ability to provide custom instructions to ChatGPT moving forward.